What's up you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about how to hold the violin. So we used our left hand to hold the violin, and then our right hand we use them to hold the bow. So I'm going to show you how do we manage to hold the violin. And I'll be giving you 3 simple tips on how do we manage to hold the violin, professionally and overall have a good control over it. So first things first, hold the violin with your left hand and then put it this way, underneath your jaw. Now this part is called the chin rest. I need you to put the chin rest underneath your left jaw. And then, second thing, turn your head. Turn your head and you just give it the support. So that is how we hold the violin. So now I'm going to give you 3 tips that when I apply these 3 tips, I'm able to manage to hold the violin in a very confident way, as well it looks professional, and I'm able to manage playing it very well at the same time. So the first tip is, see this thing? This is called the shoulder rest. Now why using a shoulder rest is very important, because a shoulder rest, it helps you, it protects you actually in a way that it protects your collarbone as well as your shoulder. Okay, the violin is a very hard object because it's made of wood. So considering if you practice for a long time, you practice for long hours, you probably won't feel that comfortable practicing, because you have this hard surface on your collarbone very often, as well as your back. So using a shoulder rest can help you solve all this aching and a lot of uncomfortable postures. So basically, how do we put on a shoulder rest? Now you gotta see, this is my violin. You gotta put this shoulder rest. My shoulder rest is FOM. I recommend anything like from like Kun. There are other brands as well out there, but this is what I use. Okay, you gotta see the word here. It needs to be like not the other way around, not the other way around. It's gotta be like this. Okay, the wordings, and you gotta put this in at the edge of the bottom. You gotta put this in one side at a time. Left side first, and then I'll stuff it in the right. Stuff the right hand side, and there you go. I'm much more comfortable like this. So that's tip number 1. The second tip is actually to hold the violin with your jaw, your left jaw, not your hand. Which means you're gonna put this on, shoulder rest first, and then now I got my whole violin supported, not the hand. Many beginners have this mistake, is they tend to hold the violin with their hand, and this gives them a tendency to strangle the violin. It's like that. You see, you can't play like that, right? You must be able to support the violin with your jaw, with your left jaw. I remember when the first day I had my violin lesson, my teacher was like, Nicholas, you gotta hold your violin with your jaw, and you must be free. You can even do dancing or whatever it is. And I remember she told me this. You just imagine there's a bug here or a mosquito here on your other hand, and you're able to support the violin and do this and hit it without falling. See, it must be that secure. Right? So that's tip number 2. And then tip number 3 is you gotta be relaxed. You gotta be relaxed. You can't have a very tense back, like this, or your hands are very tense. You see, we want to relax our body, and then put this on. See, like just now I mentioned the strangle part. See, do not grip it. You have to have a nice. The left hand needs to be very relaxed when you play. So it's all due to how well you actually hold your violin with your jaw. See? Then you're able to play, you know, comfortably without any, you know, tensing up or anything like that. Okay, so here's a bonus tip for you as well. So when you play the violin, you see, when you learn how to hold the violin, how shall it be? It must be right in the, you know, parallel like this. Remember, always not too high or not too low. Be right in the middle like this, where you can actually still see the scroll. You can, when you're holding the disc, you still can actually see the scroll this part. So there you go, my friends. This is how we hold the violin. So this, if you apply these tips in your practice, or even when if you're a beginner, you're just starting to learn, this will, you know, help you up a lot. Like how it has helped my students and even myself when I started learning. So if you guys do have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section below. If you found this video any helpful to you, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up. And also, if this is your first time watching my video, do hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification. Every Wednesday I post a video all focusing on helping you become a better violinist. And till then, keep growing, keep learning. I'll see you in the next video.